Hi, we are back for Lintorious podcast, episode 13. This is the first episode for the month of March, which means we're doing all things Lintorious updates with executive producer Joe Flanders and my good friend. We're going to find out what's going on with him, what's been going on with me, and all the things that are coming up this month for the future episodes. So, as you know, I appreciate you with all my heart. One day I hope to maybe do this live and sit down with all of you to do a live podcast or maybe just chat, have a drink, etc. But till then, thank you for listening. Please share, comment, tell me what you love, what you hate. I'd love to hear from all of you, and I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful 2024 so far. Bye. Welcome to episode 13. 13. All thanks to Joe here because, he hacked. Really good.
Yes, but we're all good.
Thank you for listening and being here with us for 13 whole episodes. That's 13 weeks of your life.
Yeah.
That's 3 months and 1 week.
That is exactly correct.
3 months and 1 week of your life that you're hanging out with us. You're taking this ride. You're enjoying the fun. And I just want to know if there's any straight men out there listening to this podcast. If you are listening, please message me and let me know why you're listening. Is your wife making you listen to it? Is your girlfriend dragging you, making you listen to it in the car? Because I noticed that our viewers and listeners are women.
Uh-huh.
So,
Does that surprise you?
No.
Okay. All right.
But you know what? You know what does surprise me though, Joe? The part is that I never knew. I always thought I was like one of the boys.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
I always thought that. So I never knew that women cared about anything I had to say. I thought I was like, I get along with boys better.
Right.
But it turns out it's not. Even in my stand-up, a lot of women connect and relate to it.
That's
which
great.
is, I'm appreciative of that. That's awesome. But thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Maybe, why do you think that is?
What?
Why do you think the women connect with you?
First of all, you know what? This is what it is. I think that I look average.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a very middle America look. Like if I told you that I was an Ohio stay-at-home mom, you might believe it.
Sure. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? You might believe it. And then I open my mouth.
Threatening.
Right. I'm not threatening.
Yes.
There's this one comic. She's a bigger girl and she's really hella funny. She was saying, she goes, I'm really mad at how much y'all trust me with your husbands. But it's so true.
Yeah.
And I never thought, and just so I think I just look relatable and average.
Mm-hmm.
And I look like, until I open my mouth, then it's a whole different story, right?
But I feel like maybe having seen enough of your stand-up, maybe you're kind of like a female Larry David in a way. You say what women want to say.
You think so?
The bluntness and everything else, Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell us.
Yeah. I am blunt. I am pretty blunt.
Yeah.
I'm still learning that. Never mind. We'll get into that later. But
Okay.
no, I am really blunt. And, I do have a bit now about hot, skinny bitches doing stand-up. Mm-hmm. And they need to leave something to me.
Right. Yes.
Like they want to take over everything.
Right.
And for a while, I was like, because I know my audience is women. And I thought, is it going to turn women off? Am I being like, am I hating on women or whatever? But
Right.
it turns out that bit kills every time.
Sure. Because most people aren't super hot. And they agree. They go, can there not just be one place for the average woman to go
Right.
and excel?
Right.
Is that not possible?
Because when I first started stand-up, Joe, I was really excited that I didn't have to dress up. I was like, wow. Because
Yeah.
when you go on auditions, when you're an actor, you got to dress up with the makeup
Right.
on, etc. Stand-up, I was like, wow, I could just be, it's just my words
Right.
that matter.
Yeah.
And now look. And now look what you pretty people have done to stand-up comedy. Thanks, Matt Rife.
Well, that's always been going on. Before him, back in the day, it was Dane Cook. He got a lot of pushback.
Really? Dane Cook's
yeah.
still looking?
I mean, he was in 2004.
I know, he doesn't look the
He
same
looks a
anymore.
little haggard now. I mean, I don't even want to say haggard. He just looks like whatever he is, 55-year-old person.
55-year-old man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, I mean, who are the, like, when you're referencing the super hot comic women, who are the ones that you're thinking of that have, like, excelled to the Dane Cook, Matt Rife level?
A lot. Eliza Schlesinger.
Right.
Is that how you say her name? Whitney Cummings.
Like, they're all attractive, certainly.
They're hot. Nikki Glazer.
I don't want to get into who's hot and who's not. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying, like, they're very attractive women, and I like it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying
Sure.
great, excellent.
But let's leave room for...
Come on, let me have something to myself.
Right. Yeah.
Can I just have something for me? Like,
Sure. Yeah. I feel like if you could be the Mitch Hedberg of female comedians.
Oh, I love Mitch Hedberg.
I'm sure. 'Cause, your jokes are also kind of one-liners, a lot of them.
Oh, I love the one-liner jokes.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've noticed that when I do a little bit, the bits are a little longer, I connect with the audience better.
Sure.
For whatever reason it is. I'm still learning, obviously. The one-liners, they love it,
Well, I think with the longer bits, it's a chance to really, like, they can get a chance to know you.
Right.
Because you're opening up more.
Right.
The one-liners, it's like a funny... I feel like one-liners are like a magic trick.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, how'd they do that? Oh, that was funny. And then, you move on to the next one.
Right. Oh,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right,
but-
because they're like, "Ooh, that's a great joke." But
Right.
they're like, "I don't relate," but it's a great joke.
Right.
And they're laughing because it's a good joke.
Exactly.
But they're not laughing because it's like, "Holy shit, I really feel whatever the hell she's saying."
Exactly.
Magic trick. Oh, I was interested in a magician once.
Yeah? Did he, like, pull a rabbit out of your badge or anything?
Did he pull a rabbit out of my hat? No. No, he's fine. He's fine. It's just, I expected a magician to be more open.
Sure. Open in what way?
I was like, why are you so closed off? Like, you're so, like, they're very childlike, right? Like, they're very childlike. And in my experience, the one I was talking to is childlike and, kind of deflecting a lot and not as open and intimate and vulnerable. But they're magicians. Like, what they do is keep secrets. They've learned to, create an illusion, and then they have the secrets that they don't tell.
Like a vault.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're saying that somebody in the profession of performing at children's birthday parties acted a little childish? I'm shocked.
Listen, okay? All of us have growing to do.
Well, that's very true.
But what did you do for Valentine's Day?
So I got, it was on one of those, like, 10 things to do for your Valentine or whatever lists. And I found one that I really enjoyed that caught my attention. A, because it was cheap.
Okay.
And B, because it was unique. And C, because I knew that she would like it. So it was really a trifecta. So I got a bouquet of heart-shaped conchas.
What's that?
See, I was saying conchas because I'm a white guy. And my students, who are overwhelmingly Hispanic, Mexican-American, were like, is that a flower? And I was like, no, like the bread, the Mexican bread. And they were like, oh, concha, or
Conchas?
however they, and it sounded the same to me, but again, I'm just a white guy, so. But it's like the Mexican sweetbread. So they were heart-shaped, and it was like a bouquet of like 3 conchas with some flowers mixed in.
Oh, and is that her favorite bread? She likes it?
Yep.
Where did you buy it at?
It was at like a Mexican place in Pasadena.
That's crazy that you
Mexican
found
restaurant.
it.
Yeah.
That you found
super easy.
it.
$12.
What?
Yep.
$12?
Yep. And she said it was the best bouquet she's ever received.
Oh, and then what
Go
did she
with
get
the
for
unique.
you?
Jack shit.
She's like me.
Yes.
A wife.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
A wife.
I had no expectation of receiving
Right.
anything, nor did she really, which is nice.
But okay, so because it seems like because you're married now, so it's like, well, it's Valentine's Day. That's like
Right.
just another day.
Yes.
That-
And then we hopped around Alhambra.
Aw.
And, well, we didn't hop, actually. We just plopped. We plopped down at our favorite spot. They were doing a thing where if you, like, go to 3 different establishments and get a sticker, then you get a prize. And
Right.
It was the middle of the week. I was like, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
let's just
Let's
sit
just
on this
sit.
comfy chair and eat some food and then go home.
Aw, and just
we
had a
did-
nice conversation.
Yes. Had some nice chatting.
Yeah.
And that was the day.
Aw.
How was your Valentine's Day?
Oh, I love this Valentine's so much because I learned that I wanted to teach Ethan, my son, my 7-year-old,
Yes.
to appreciate and love Valentine's Day and have a good experience on Valentine's Day, so he's not a dick to whoever he dates.
That's fantastic.
Because I dated and been with men who are my love language is holidays. One of the love languages. I love holidays. I love celebrating. I like being around. I don't even need gifts. I just want to hang around and we're celebrating, we're drinking, watching a movie, whatever.
Sure.
And I've dated some people who are just not into holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would always pick fights, not even knowing, just like not even know, because I just didn't feel loved.
Yeah.
So then I figured out a way to like pick a fight so that he would show me that he loves me. But I didn't know how to say, holidays are my love language.
Yes.
And I feel like you don't love me right now because you're not celebrating. And that's why I'm picking a fight. Like I didn't know how to communicate that.
Right. So
So
instead, you
yeah,
just pick
so
fights.
I picked fights. But I was able to, Ethan, in school, remember you guys that we pass out candy
Yeah.
and hearts and whatever
the-
to your
the Valentine's
friends.
cards with the names written on 'em.
Yeah. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, they don't? Was it
No.
excluding too many people or
It's just-
something?
I don't
and
know.
Kids were sad. Oh,
No.
not everyone likes me. Oh.
Because parents were too
Christ.
tired to write out names and shit. So we just put, like, I just gave Ethan a bunch of lollipops and he just gave it out. Heart lollipops. And then, so he got to do that and they celebrated at school. And then when I picked him up, I brought him like a bouquet of balloons.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
I gave him a little C's candy, which he doesn't know the quality of C's candy yet.
Sure.
He just thinks like, okay, it's
okay.
candy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so and then we went out to ramen. Which, and I made sure that he understood that it's Valentine's Day and you celebrate and you love people. Which for me was like one of the best. Like that, it's corny as fuck, but that beats having having a Valentine with any dude. That's probably temporary. You know what I mean?
Yes. Right.
So that was our Valentine's.
Lovely. Now, how is the fat suit challenge going
Ooh,
for
the
you?
fat suit challenge is very slow.
Okay.
It's very slow for me. And it's because I don't, like I always said, I'm not depriving myself of food and I don't kill myself. So I'm not losing like 20, 30 pounds a month. But the crazy part is that, and I keep repeating this every month that we do the update, the inner work I've been doing with my friend Iman is what's working the most for
Okay.
me.
Good.
It's what's working the most for me.
What's
and
been the breakthrough since last month?
Oh my God. We're gonna follow up on this more in the future episodes.
Yeah, so just give us a taste.
But the taste is this dude that I was interested in. I was interested in this dude. We were talking, right? And I'm good at pushing boundaries.
Yes. Right.
I'm just a boundary pusher. Hi, Jalen. I'm just a boundary pusher. So I was blocked.
Oh,
And
Okay.
I'm always blocked. And it's never over till you're blocked.
there's still hope. Then that block comes in.
No. So what I've learned from that is it's the blocking is whatever, But what I learned from that is me not letting that define who I am.
Sure.
Because normally I'd be like, oh, he blocked me. I fucked up. It's my fault. But then this time I was like, you know what? No. Just because you don't understand me and you don't know how to communicate with me and you didn't get it, so you had to block me, then I'm not going to make it seem like, I'm not going to like listen to that and create that in my head. Like,
No.
oh,
On to the next.
on to the next or
Yep.
on to me.
Well, sure.
More of me.
More of you.
More
Yes.
of me.
So how was Chicago?
Ooh,
Are we talking about that today?
We are, but we're talking about that in a future episode.
What would you like to talk about in this episode, Liz?
And then, what else? Oh, and then, no, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yes. Yeah, I watched
Super Bowl.
it.
You watched Super
Did
Bowl?
you?
I watched it with Ethan.
Oh, lovely.
I know.
So, did he enjoy
you know
it?
What? I like watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I've never really watched the Super Bowl. I only watch halftime show, but like this time I watched it and it was like How fun! The commercials are great.
Yeah. The game was boring as shit for like 2.5 hours, but then it got exciting.
I wanted the Niners to win
Sure.
because I just wanted not Taylor Swift to win. Not that I don't like Taylor Swift. I'm just saying
Seems like you don't.
It's too much of it. It's too much of it.
So you're actively rooting against her, but you're not.
It's just too much.
don't
Like I
it's
like
too
you.
much.
I like you. I like your ambition. I like Travis for you, but I don't need the play-by-play to your relationship. That's all.
I'm so glad the Super Bowl's over. So now both the lovers and haters of Taylor Swift
It's just
can just
I
shut up.
still admire her money. But I'm just tired of seeing it. Like I want to see more Beyonce.
What cracks me up about, and I'm not saying you did this. Maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you threw something at the TV every time they cut to her.
No, they did. They didn't cut to her that much.
No,
though. No, they didn't.
cut to. We actually had an over/under going on at my house. We said over/under. How many times is it going to be?
They didn't do it that
and
much.
I guessed 12, and I got it correctly.
You did?
It was 12 times. So 12 times. So that means in the course of a 5-hour event, 12 times for an average of about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
1 minute or so.
Yeah, but they used to cut to her a lot, didn't
And
they?
the hatred, it just was like, find some love in your heart. Like, why
No.
do we have to? Why do we have 1 minute out of 5 hours? I'm indifferent to her too, but I'm just like, how do you be that angry about 1 minute of a 5-hour game?
I don't think it was the 1 minute of that game. It's kind of like a relationship where it kind of builds up, where you're like, okay, I've seen so much of this, and now this 1 minute is pissing me off.
But even
It's
the
kinda like
first week
that.
when they're like, oh, they're cutting to her too much, it would have been like 3 minutes in a 3-hour game.
I wouldn't have been mad if the Lions were playing, they cut to Eminem.
Well, sure. That's well documented.
But also the thing for me is that I just don't like it when people pretend like they don't know shit's happening. Like, I would know the cameras are on me. I've said this last time.
Right.
You know what I
So
mean?
you
I don't
would
like
be
it when
aware
they...
of that for 5 hours?
No, I would just know at any given time the camera's going to cut to me.
Okay.
I'm not going to act like, oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I'm just doing... I didn't know. Like, no, you know that you're fucking famous. Like, if I was at the Super Bowl and I was famous, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know. I know. Anyway, but congrats to the Chiefs, whatever. I don't even know much about football, but congrats.
Yeah.
Great game.
Back to back. Woohoo.
Great game. Back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give a shit.
But Super Bowl overall, I want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I want to go one day and...
I enjoyed the halftime show.
Oh my...
Thought it was good. Some Ursher.
The halftime show was amazing.
fun. Yeah.
It was so good to
The
me. Like
rollerblades. That was fun.
the roll when Ludacris came out, I almost lost my
Yep,
shit.
that
I was
very
like,
nice. I had the same reaction.
you did?
Yes. Yep. I went.
I know. Ethan
was
was
such a
all
treat.
into Lil Jon. He was like, turn
Yes.
it down for what? Like he was all into it. And then Luda came out. I was like, oh shit. And it was, I don't know why I was so hyped.
No, a
when Luda
majority
came
of
out.
my party, which Karina pointed out, was a majority women under the age of 25. That's how that worked out
Where? What?
at my house. That was who was.
Did they
who
know
was
who
at the house.
Ludacris is?
No, they were hoping Justin Bieber would come out because apparently they did a song together, Usher and Justin Bieber.
I mean, he did. Reports say that he did invite Justin Bieber.
And he
But
said
Justin
no.
Bieber said he wasn't feeling it. Maybe he wasn't feeling well, or he didn't. Maybe he wants to be the headliner. Whatever. You don't. We don't know. Whatever. But Usher fucking killed it.
He did.
He killed it. I'm never gonna think any Super Bowl performance is better than Eminem's, just because I'm
Biased.
loyal. Because I'm loyal. But it's right up there.
Yeah.
Usher was
It's a
so
good one.
sexy, and he's like in his 40s. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway,
He was the first cassette tape I ever bought. Usher.
He was?
His first album.
Oh,
That had like Nice and Slow on it. But they teased me with all those original
I
hits.
know. They
didn't
only gave a
actually
little
sing
bit.
them.
Yeah.
I was like, but really, I didn't even know most of the songs that they played.
did you know
'cause
most of the songs? Oh, okay, I'm pointing at
But
Jalen.
that's because I'm old and I
Oh
just
my god,
stopped
we were
listening.
so. Did you guys know that Jay-Z is now a producing partner for the halftime show?
I did not know that.
Did you know that? Since his first one was Shakira and J-Lo,
That
which
was a
is
good one.
why now the halftime show is so much better.
Sure. Yeah.
It's so much better and it's more color. It's more color.
Yes.
It's and then the marketing is it's the
Yep. I liked the marching band element. That was quite cool.
yes
Yeah, it was a good time.
the stripper pole.
Yeah.
He paid tribute to Atlanta. I guess Atlanta has a big stripper scene. That's what I read. I don't know, but
It was a tribute to Atlanta, the stripper pole.
the stripper pole. And he did the Vegas.
Oh yeah, because he's been in Vegas for a while, right? Yeah.
Usher, I love you so much. You know what's crazy, Joe? Oh, I got to tell you. So I work at the Comedy Chateau. There's a gentleman who always comes and he's a comic. He's always there. Blah blah blah. He's always sitting at the bar. He's just low key regular dude.
Yeah.
Turns out he's the one who discovered Usher.
Really?
Yeah, and we didn't
Wow.
know this until Super Bowl. He started posting all this stuff, and I was like, bro, what is all this stuff? And even Usher said it at Club Shay, the interview. He's like, oh, the guy discovered me, AJ Alexander, because AJ used to run like a little young kids. He used to train them how to sing,
Right.
and Usher called it boot camp.
Yeah.
So when he saw Usher, he was like, oh, this kid's gonna be a star.
Wow.
So then AJ talked to his mom and was like, I'm gonna get your kid a record deal. So then that's how they. But I was like, dude, how do you say I'm rich without saying I'm rich? Like, no wonder you have time to just sit at the bar.
Yeah.
And,
I wonder how rich he is.
I don't know, but
Because oftentimes the people that discovered the person
you
kind of get fucked over.
Do they?
Yeah.
But he was at the Super Bowl. I mean, not rich. I'm sure maybe like a little percentage
You should ask him.
or whatever. I'm not going to
Get
ask
back to
him.
us. We'll talk about that next month.
I will. I might ask him, huh? He
Yeah.
might tell me.
I would.
But enough to where he ain't got to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or maybe he's just drowning in debt.
yeah. But
Either way, it's not working.
yeah. So it's just amazing. And what I'm trying to say is that it's just cool that he's low key.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Right?
He's not going around flaunting it,
No.
So anyway, Usher, we love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that halftime show. And thank you and me and Ethan got to bond over it. So that was great.
I'm glad.
He was,
That's great.
yeah. Did we cover everything? Oscars, do you care?
No.
I don't
I'm
even
a
know
great
who
guest to have on. I have opinions about
we
everything.
don't care. We don't. It's fine. I don't even know who the freaking nominee. All I know, the big thing is Barbie. Greta didn't get nominated, and Margot didn't, but Ryan
The
Gosling
director
did.
didn't. Yeah.
But Margot Robbie just played Margot Robbie as Barbie.
Do you know her? Is that what she's
No,
like?
I'm just saying, isn't that her typecast? Isn't that what you're saying? Like a hot, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
Like, but
She's got
Ryan
some range.
Gosling. Oh, I know. I liked her in like I, Tonya and all that stuff, but I'm saying as a typecast
Oh.
is what she would be normally typecasted as, right? If she
Sure.
wasn't playing against. But Ryan acted, in my opinion.
Yes.
He acted. I mean, he was still hot like Ken, but he acted.
So what's the difference? Because he's casted as a hot guy too.
Yeah, but I think his character
I
Ken
feel like
is.
we're hating on females here. What are we doing?
No, I don't think so.
He's smart.
Let's not go there. Huh?
And he's smart sometimes in his roles, even though he's hot. Like this, he played like a dumb.
Yes, he played like a submissive little idiot.
Oh, sure. He doesn't play that character.
Right.
In
So he
most of
plays-
his movies. Yeah.
Yeah. So he. You know what I'm trying to say?
Drive was a fun one.
Yes. Drive was good.
Yeah. A lot of slow motion hot man shots. But he was
I
in
mean-
charge.
Didn't he not talk much in that role?
There wasn't a lot of talking.
He didn't
Yeah.
talk that much in Drive.
No.
It was a lot of facial expressions and.
Yeah. Well, slow
Did he get
motion.
nominated for Drive?
No idea.
Me neither. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like Ryan Gosling.
As do I.
I'm not hating on women. I'm just hating on
I'm
pretty
just
white
kidding.
women.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Sure.
No,
Fair.
I just feel
Again,
like
now if she starts doing stand up, right? Fuck her.
Margot Robbie doing stand up. I'd rather watch Margot. But I've seen Taylor Swift in interviews and she's funny.
But if she was doing stand up.
I mean, I guess it's different
Fuck
when
that,
you're doing
right?
stand up. It's kind of like if I was just playing myself in a sitcom and then I got nominated for an Emmy. It was like Lynn just being Lynn, no?
Yeah. Well, anything else we want to cover in this episode? I feel like you're ready to talk to Jay Lynn because we're
I
just.
think that's it. He's just standing right there. He's like, talk to me. I'm here. No, huh? You have to what?
Put some gel in my hair, get rid of this civil rights here.
We did good though, Joe. What else you
Okay.
want to? Do you have anything else you want to update us on?
Not a thing?
Not a single thing.
No. It's the update on you.
I'm just not used to it. It's just so weird. It's so weird.
No one's listening for the updates on me.
Are they
on.
not? They need a break. They need a break from all the girl talk, the girly shit, don't they? They
Well,
need that
that's what this
straight,
is.
the straight white man, perspective.
I don't know if they do or not. Maybe this is the one they dread, and then they enjoy
They're
the
like,
other
"Ah,
three.
here we go
Here
again,
we go
with that
again with his
executive producer.
bullshit white man shit. Ugh.
Here we go again with
The
the one
worst.
who doesn't care about pop culture.
Yup.
Just sitting there,
With his opinions and his whiteness.
or
Maleness.
non-opinion. Like,
Non-opinions.
He's like, I don't fucking watch the Oscars. Who cares?
Yep. I'm the worst.
But
That's the update on me.
no, but thank you for letting us know about your Valentine's. That's really sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out nicely.
Are you a Valentine's guy though? Are you
No,
a
I
holiday?
don't care.
No, you don't really care.
No.
Did you care in the beginning?
Well, I was never in a relationship, so I went the opposite way, and I was just like, well, it's not like I hate it, but I was just like,
What
Not
is
for
your
me.
What is your love language?
acts of service, and is there one for touch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
physical touch.
Those two are mine.
That's how you give and receive love.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, acts of service I can see because Virgos, that's what you guys do.
Yep.
And physical touch. But it's funny because when you and Karina are out, so you're not all over each other.
Well, no, because she's the opposite.
What is her love language?
I forget all of them. I know mine, but she's definitely not touch.
No?
No,
Oh, interesting.
which is kind of a bummer.
She seems like quality time.
Yeah, quality time.
Acts of service, she does that too.
Yeah.
Gift giving? No, you guys don't give each other gifts like that. Right?
I mean, I buy her milk when I go to the store.
Oh, sweet. He buys her favorite brand.
Yes.
But those things are sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we alternate. Now, see, I'm not gonna go into our grocery habits. See, nobody wants that. Well, you see, we alternate every 2 weeks, and even if it's my week, I still buy her milk.
But look
That's
at-
the fascinating content people come to see
But
me
Joe,
for.
we're like at this age now that's what people care about at our age. Like,
Yes.
do you change the bed sheets? Do you go grocery shopping? Do you change the oil? You know, like
Yes.
shit like that.
We alternate every 2 weeks.
I forget.
There's a charge of the groceries.
I keep forgetting that you're a lot younger than I am.
Yeah,
7
36.
years, I think. Yeah, yeah. He's
Yep.
a lot younger than me.
Yep.
But still, we're still at the age 35 and up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here, Joe. And
You're welcome.
producing, and the patience Joe has for all of this is outstanding.
Oh, thank you.
But welcome back to our podcast and listen, subscribe. What else do they do? Follow, DM me, all the good stuff. Thank you.